Hi, welcome to Yoga by Janelle. Today's class is a basic beginner's yoga class. This class will flow as any normal yoga class. We will be doing a little bit of movement, breathing, stretching, and balance. So go ahead, grab your mat, and meet me on the mat. We're going to start by first place those feet firmly on the ground. We're going to rise all the way up from the ground through your pelvis, bringing in those abdominal muscles towards your spine, pulling those shoulders back and down, elongating all the way up through the crown of your head, rotating those palms to face the front of the room. We're going to begin to breathe. You can close your eyes if you like, or you may leave them open. We're going to inhale in through your nose and exhaling it back out. I'm going to inhale again, exhaling it out. Inhale again, exhaling it out. Continue breathing. While you're breathing, I want you to allow yourself to let go of everything that's racing through your mind. Allow those thoughts to leave at this moment. Focus on your breathing. Focus on your positioning and your posture. But allow everything that you're thinking, let go. And one more breath. Inhale again in and exhale. I'm going to bring that right ear towards the right shoulder. Find the area with the most tension and hold it there, getting a little gentle stretch. If you want to deepen that stretch, you can take your right hand, bring it over to the left side of your head. Just lay it down gently. You're not going to pull, but just the weight of the hand by itself is enough. Continue to focus on your breathing. And releasing it down, bringing that head to center. We're going to bring your left ear to your left shoulder. Same thing, find the area with the most tension. Bringing that left arm over to the right side of your head if necessary. Just slowly, just gently laying it down, not pushing or pulling onto your head. And releasing everything back down to your sides and your head straight. You can go ahead and open your eyes if you had them closed. We're going to separate our legs about hip width distance apart. We're going to start with a little bit of inhale, lifting those arms up, setting your gaze towards the ceiling, and exhaling it down towards the ground. Keeping those abdominal muscles drawn in. Inhale, lift. Exhaling it down. Inhale, lift. And on this inhale, we're going to hold it here and we're going to do a little bit of a lean, just kind of leaning over to the right side of your body, getting a little bit of a stretch, taking in a few breaths here. Notice how your body feels at this moment. I'm going to inhale again and come back up to center. And we're going to go to our left side. Again, breathing, focus on that breath, keeping those abdominal muscles drawn in. And inhaling back to center, exhaling those hands down. Bring those hands together behind your back. And you're going to push back, doing a slight little back bend. Bringing that head up towards the ceiling. Your gaze should be upward. And focus on your breath again. Going to inhale. And exhaling it. And we're gonna inhale up to stand. I'm gonna inhale those arms up one more time. And separate those legs slightly more. And exhaling down into a forward fold. Here you can hold on to your ankles, you can hold on to the back of your knee, your legs. If you like, you can take your hands, rotate them and walk them behind you. Just gonna hold it here, stretching out these hamstrings a little bit. And that's my dog in the background. She likes to follow me around the house. And we're going to walk those hands over to your right foot, getting a little bit of a stretch here. And walking over to the other side. Again, find the area that's easiest for you to access and grab. We definitely want to feel a stretch, but we don't want to feel pain. If you're feeling pain, you want to let go and back up a little bit. Coming back to center, we're going to take your right hand, turning it towards your right foot. We're going to twist and open towards the left side. You can bring your hand onto your hip. If that helps, you can extend it in the air. You want to have your head in alignment with your spine if you can, or you may keep your head positioned looking down. And we're going to switch, bringing that left hand down, facing that hand towards your left foot. Opening up towards the right side this time. And bringing it down. I'm going to bring those feet in and rolling it all the way up, one vertebra at a time, all the way until standing. You're going to rotate those feet so that we're going to rotate to our right side of our mats. And we're going to come up into just standing up. Firmly root those feet down into the ground. And we're going to inhale, lift those arms up towards the ceiling. We're going into our sun salutation. You're going to exhale, forward fold. We're going to inhale. You can bring your hands on your shins. We're going to lift up into a flat back. Exhale, bring your hands to the ground. We're going to step back into a plank. In plank, you want to make sure that your back is flat. You don't want it rounded up and you don't want to sink it. If this is not accessible, you can come down to your knees and transition all the way down onto your belly. You're going to keep those elbows facing back. You don't want to go out like a traditional push-up. You're going to lower down. We're going to inhale into Cobra. And exhaling it back down to the ground. You have two options here. You can come back through tabletop position here, which is hands and knees. Or you can tuck your toes, and we're going to put away all the way into downward facing dog. So whichever way you choose to do it, we're going to go ahead and push ourselves all the way up into downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, you want your heels floating towards the rear of the room. Hands should be spread apart. Chest should be pressing towards your thighs. Your head should be down. We're going to look up between our hands. You can either walk forward. You can lift that leg and step it forward. And we're going to come into our half lift. Exhaling it down. Inhale, lifting it up. Hands overhead. exhaling to your heart center. We're going to go through that again. We're going to go a little bit faster this time. We're going to inhale, lift those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, hands to shins, into your half lift, flat back. Exhale, hands down to the ground, stepping back into plank or tabletop. Exhaling all the way down to the ground. Inhaling into Cobra. Exhale into downward facing dog. I'm going to step forward and coming back up to stand. And your flat back first. Exhaling it down. Inhaling all the way up to stand. Hands over your head. Exhaling to your chest, heart center. This time we're going to go into chair. You're going to sink back your bottom into your chair pose. Keep your knees in alignment with your ankles. You're going to lift those arms up. So we're going to inhale into chair. You want to position like you're actually sitting in a chair. Exhale, hands to the ground. Inhale into your half lift. Exhale, hands down to the ground, stepping back into your plank or tabletop. Exhaling all the way down to the ground. Inhale into Cobra. We're going to exhale back down, pushing up into tabletop. We're going to take on a few cat and cows. You're going to inhale. You're going to put a little bit of an arch in your back. You're going to look forward. You're going to exhale, round your back out, and dropping your head down. In this position, make sure that your shoulders are in alignment with your wrists and your hips are in alignment with your knees. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. We're going to take your right leg up. We're going to lift it up and we're going to inhale, draw those knees in towards your chest and pushing it out. Exhaling out. Inhale, draw that knee in. Keep those abdominal muscles tight, working on these abs a little bit. Exhaling it out. Inhale, drawing it in. Exhale, pushing it out. One more time. And exhaling out. We're going to switch over to the other leg. You're going to stretch that leg out. You're going to inhale, pulling it in. Tighten that abdominal muscle up. Exhale, push it out. Inhale, draw it in. Exhale, pushing it out. Inhale it in. Exhaling it out. Two more times. And one more time. And out. We're going to separate those knees. Keep your toes together. We're going to sit back onto our heels as much as you can. We're going into our child's pose. Walk those hands all the way forward. Bringing your head towards the mat and rest. We're going to push ourselves up. And this time, we are going to take our left leg. You're going to walk that left leg around, bringing it up towards your left hand. We're going to lean into bringing that pelvis towards the ground. I'm going to take a little stretch here, stretching out your pelvis. And we're going to come back up. We're going to stretch out that front leg, bringing those toes towards your shins. Bringing that head down as much as you can.
And coming back up into a neutral position here. We're going to walk that left leg back around behind you. We're going to bring that right leg up, bring it around into the front, and we're going to stretch into your pelvis, stretching that pelvis towards the ground. Focus on your breath. Notice if your mind is wandering. If it is, allow yourself to continue to work on your breathing. Pay attention to what we're doing and allow those thoughts to stay out. And we're going to push all the way back, bringing that toe towards your shin. And gonna bring that foot back into a neutral. Slowly walk that foot around to the ground. And we're going to tuck those toes, pushing all the way into downward facing dog. You're going to either walk or we're going to step forward, bringing the right leg into bent knee over the ankle, keeping the left leg extended out, keeping those abdominal muscles drawn in, lifting those arms all the way up into your high crescent lunge. Having a 90-degree angle at the front leg. Your stance can be as wide as you like. Just try to have your knee tracking the second and third toe and behind your toe, your big toe. So we're gonna go from here, rotate your back extended foot, rotate that heel down onto the ground, just enough for it to go to the ground. It should be about a 45-degree angle here. We're gonna open these arms up, stretching each arm as far out as you can. You're gonna have your gaze set over your right arm into our warrior two. Continue your breath. Dropping your left arm down, rotating that right arm up. We're gonna go into a little bit of a lateral lean here. This is our reverse warrior. And coming back to warrior two, we're going to drop that forearm down onto your thigh, stretching the other arm up and over, having long lines of energy. And coming back into your warrior two, we're going to bring that hand down, bring those arms up, rotating those feet. We're going to turn and bring your left leg facing in towards the left side of your mat. Doing the same thing, going into your high crescent lunge. Again, you can have the opening as high as you like. Bring those arms up. We're going to hold, tracking that left knee between the second and third toes, keeping that knee above that ankle. Draw those abdominal muscles in. And breathe. Again, we're going to rotate that back heel down so that you have a 45-degree angle in that foot. Holding here, just another moment. Into your warrior one, keeping that pelvis shifted forward. Opening into your warrior two, extending those arms from left to right. Gaze is going to be over that left shoulder. Looking out over that hand, being strong in this pose, being a warrior in this pose. Continue your breath. I'm going to lower that right arm down, rotate the left arm up, leaning into your reverse warrior, stretching over, feeling that stretch. Gaze should be up towards your hand. Returning to your warrior two, bringing that forearm down to your thigh and bring the right arm up. Sending long lines of energy from your foot all the way through, pushing it through that hand. Coming back up to warrior two and bringing it all in towards the center. Slowly walk it in. We're going to get to the balance portion of our class. We're going to start by rooting down through your left foot. You're going to inhale, lifting the left leg slightly into just a knee lift. Exhale, setting it down. Inhale, again, lifting into a knee lift. Exhale, setting it down behind you. We're going to inhale, once again, lifting into a knee lift. Exhale, pushing that foot all the way out, going into our warrior three. If you need to bring those hands to the ground to help support yourself, you may do so. And we're going to lower it down. Coming back up to stand, we're going to shift over, putting our weight in our right leg, lifting up, inhaling the left leg up, exhaling it down, inhaling that leg up again, exhale, tapping it behind you. We're going to inhale, lifting it up, exhale, pushing that leg out behind you, bringing those arms up to your warrior three. You may choose to hold here. You may bring hands to the ground if you need. If you have a block, you can also use your block as well. And exhale, bringing it back in to the, we're going to come up. You can bring your foot and have your ball of your toe resting on the ground. You can bring your foot between your knee and your ankle, and you can bring it all the way up into your groin. Finding the area that feels most comfortable for you. Bring those hands in towards your chest. We're going to hold it here, finding that balance. And for more of a challenge, you can extend those arms out like tree branches. If you're feeling wobbly, that is okay. It's just your body's way of finding its balance. Taking in a few breaths. And bringing it down, bring that leg in towards your center and drop it down to the ground. I'm going to switch over to the opposite side. I'm going to find that area that feels most comfortable to find your tree. Bring those hands to your chest, holding it here. You can extend those arms again, out like tree branches, just for more challenge. If you find something that's inanimate or something that's not moving to focus on, it can help you find your balance a little bit better. And we're going to bring those arms in, bring that leg towards the center, bring it down to the ground. We're going to rotate back to our right side of our mat. We're going to inhale, lift those arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, your half lift. Exhale, hands to the ground, stepping back into plank or into your tabletop, all the way down to the ground. Inhaling into Cobra. Exhaling it down, pushing back into Child's Pose once more. And we're going to come up onto hands and knees, find our way down into a seated position. Going to inhale, lift those arms up. Exhale, twisting over your left shoulder, gazing over your left shoulder. Inhale, lift those arms up. Exhaling over that right shoulder. Setting your gaze, doing a little bit of a spinal twist here. Coming back to center. Yoga is about symmetry, doing the same thing on each side. So we're going to switch the orientation of your legs. So whichever leg is on the inside, you're going to bring the opposite leg on the inside, bringing the other one on the outside. Going to inhale, lift, exhaling it over the left shoulder. Inhale, lift, exhaling it over the right shoulder. And we're going to release that. We're going to find our way onto our backs. We're going to bring our left foot over the left thigh, drawing it in towards your chest. You can grab in between your knee and making a figure four position, getting a little bit of a glute stretch here, bringing those toes, pointing them towards your chest. If laying down and pulling up is too difficult for you, you can always just continue to rest here, just crossing that leg over. And we're going to release, doing the same with the opposite leg, crossing that ankle or that foot over the thigh, drawing it in towards your chest. And release. Bring both feet down to the ground. We're going to extend those arms out. You're going to you're going to drop your knees to the right side, rotating your head to the left. Bring those knees back up to center, lowering down to the opposite side, rotating your head to the opposite side. Bringing it back into center, dropping those knees to the right, head to the left. And one more time, bringing it to center, dropping your knees to the left and your head to the right. Coming back up to center, extending those legs all the way down. Extend those legs all the way down, turning those palms towards the ceiling. We're going to find our way into Shavasana. We're going to go ahead at this point, relax your body, relax your muscles, allow your body to melt into the ground. Continue to monitor those thoughts. Breathing in through your nose and exhaling it out. Only allowing the thoughts that will benefit you, and allow yourself to let go of any thoughts that have no benefit to you. While lying here, focus on this moment. Find gratitude in the work that you've done today. Knowing that to better yourself is to be able to prepare yourself to be better for others. Reflect on your practice. Notice how your body feels. Notice any space in your joints, any lengthening of your muscles, any tightness. Take notice. We're going to begin to bring movement into your hands and then into your toes. Go ahead and open your eyes if you have not done so already. We're going to go ahead and bring ourselves into a seated position. I want you to take a moment in this pose just to catch your breath before you begin to stand up. Thank you so much for joining me in class today. I hope this class has been beneficial for you. If you have enjoyed my class, please go ahead, like and subscribe to my channel, and of course share this video. You can also find me on Facebook and you can find me on Instagram. All right, you all have such a wonderful day.